What is going on? Welcome to a Caleb Sells live stream. If you are joining me on Facebook, welcome for the very first time. Today is my first time streaming to both YouTube and Facebook. I haven't put much effort into growing an audience on Facebook, but it's just something I want to start doing moving forward. If you're here on YouTube, thanks for coming back, or thanks for being here for the first time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to make more money online reselling. Recently, I was joining a friend's Whatnot show just to check it out, support my friend. And right when I got there, the stream was ending. So I was like, hey, I'm already on Whatnot. Let's see if I can find a show that has some good deals and buy some good deals to resell myself online. And so that's what I did. I spent about 30 minutes in there, and I actually was listing on my other screen while I was, excuse me, in the Whatnot show bidding. So I was trying to multitask, see if I could source and list at the same time. And I have a box here. Let me make sure I'm not giving an address here. I have a box here of stuff that I got. I do need to look and see what I paid for everything. Maybe there's a packing slip in here. I don't know. But if you're here, say what's up in the chat. I'd love to answer your guys' questions. I am going to hop on here just to show you guys the Whatnot haul that I got. I do need to look up how much it paid for everything. And then I also went to the thrift store this morning and got some items that I never, ever, ever pick up. But hey, you got to try something new. It's tough out here in the streets. Razor's here. What's going on, Razor? All right, I'm just going to go ahead and first of all, open up Whatnot on my computer so I can see what I actually paid for all these items. So I can give you guys like an average cost, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my calculator out to figure this out. Carrie says, good morning. Excited to see the Whatnot haul. Yeah, I legitimately forget. I mean, I did open the box. I see one thing that's on top, and the thing that's on top is good. So I'm kind of happy about that. But I genuinely forget what I. Okay, so for this, I paid 1, 6, 9, 11, 12, 17, 27. So $28 for everything in this box. 28, 29 bucks. Heaven Sense here. What's up, man? Did you have a higher cost of goods? Well, I was just figuring that out. I paid 27, 28 bucks, including tax and shipping for everything in this box. I'm going to guess the cost of goods is lower. But it's not like inventory that's going to, I'm going to get rich off of, but I was getting it because it was affordable. And I'm supporting a smaller seller that had just a few viewers. All right, first item. This is actually a really good item. I would pick this up at my normal thrift price, $6, $7. I got a Jordan, Oklahoma, wrong side. Jordan, Oklahoma coach's jacket. Nice little white coach's jacket here with the band collar. Let me zip it up a little bit. Half zip. Now, I did ask this guy for his socials. And he said the only social media he had was TikTok, which I'm not even on TikTok, so I didn't find him. But on Whatnot, his name was, I think, Midlife Maniac or something like that. So, if you are on Whatnot, definitely check out his streams. He was super nice, super generous. He threw in some extras because I was the one bidding on pretty much everything. I source from Whatnot as well, and you can definitely get good deals once you have bought enough to cover shipping. Yeah, exactly. So I try to find a stream that has low viewers but good items. Get in quick to pay the shipping. And then when I'm bidding, I'm only paying for the item cost, and other people are considering the item cost plus the shipping. So I have a little bit of advantage going forward. So Whatnot sourcing is its own skill. But yeah, Jordan coach's jacket. I think that's a sweet item. I mean, I don't see any flaws on it. I love picking up the Jordan branded good colleges and good NFL teams and good sports teams, because the Jordan stuff just sells a little bit better than the Nike, from my opinion. Okay, there's another good item right on top that I'm gonna pass because it's probably the best item in here. All right, this next item. Okay, Oakland Outdoors, not a good brand, but what we have here is a nice vintage shacket. So this is flannel on the outside, nice worn brushed flannel, and it's quilted, insulated on the inside. In the fall and winter, I sell these really no matter the brand for 20 bucks plus shipping. And this one has a really nice color, really nice even wear on it. Super old tag. Here's the tag. I love these little nature tags. So once again, nothing too crazy. I'm going to put that in my file to wait to list it a little bit. Just if I need items to list, I'll totally list it now. I have no problem with that. But if I, have lots of summer items to list, I'd rather list those right now, of course. One thing he threw in for free for me is this little Nike golf hat, little Nike golf beanie. Nothing too crazy here, but literally free. So can somebody keep track of how many items? That's 3 items so far. So I paid 28 bucks for everything in this box. We're at 3 items so far. Heaven Sent says, do you use shacket, excuse me, or shirt jacket when listing? So for something that's very specifically a shacket that I'm using keywords to sell it, not a brand, I do lead with shacket. So I'll put vintage shacket and then do men's. I didn't look at the size. I think it's XL. Men's XL, blue, white, gray, plaid. I'm going to do all keywords. I'm not even going to put the brand other than in the brand slot on eBay. All keywords, just keyword heavy. Probably list it, excuse me, 25 plus shipping. And take, $18 to $20 offer. Panda the Picker's here. What's up, man? You had any items that came damaged, stained, holes? I had issues with buying on Whatnot before. Some people don't show the flaws. I haven't bought tons on Whatnot. This was kind of experimental. I sourced on there previously. I did have problems with that, but I don't really pay up for things on Whatnot anymore. Like I really try to go super, super cheap. So I'm kind of buffering against if there is anything wrong with it. But it definitely is something that you got to watch out for. All right. Next item. It's just a Chaps Ralph Lauren sweatshirt. And you spoke it into existence. Got a mark on the back. That's not fair, Panda. You just spoke that into existence on me. Anyway, nice little vintage crew neck sweatshirt here. Nothing crazy, but this is still going to sell for 15 bucks. It has the Ralph Lauren hit and the flag, which the flag is very iconic for the Chaps in the Ralph Lauren world. So yeah, once again, not the perfect time of year to be selling that, but I picked it up cheap. So what is that, my 4th item now? So right now we've got it down to $7 cost of goods. Here's a good one. Not the one from my Instagram. This is not the bolo. This is just cotton, but a nice cotton Boy Scout shirt. Lots of patches on there. Looks like from New Jersey. This is a vintage men's medium made in USA. I sell these for about 20 to 25 bucks. So I'm going to put that in the pile and list this right away. This is a good time of year to be selling that stuff. Kids getting out of school and starting those extracurriculars. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I posted a huge bolo on Instagram. And shout out to Surfed Up Finds. His name's Brad. He's on YouTube. He's a good guy. I like him. We need to do a live together soon, but I've been sick and I haven't wanted to cough anybody's head off. cough in someone's ear for an entire live stream. I already got to do that to my viewers lately. Sorry to you guys. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Surf's Up Finds. He posted the 100% polyester vented Boy Scout shirts in adult sizing. It's like $100 item. Resale Brother says Autoposher is greater than Vendu. Was it, which way am I? I don't know which way. Is it backwards? I was literally just thinking about you guys this morning. Thinking about, like, it would be a lot for you guys to change since you have so many stinking items. But Autoposher is changing my cross-listing and reselling life right now. So I'm doing more research before I make a video on it, say anything final, but very curious to chit chat with you guys about that. Feel free to chit chat on it on here or hit me on Instagram. I did realize that this has a big stain on it, this Boy Scout shirt. So that's got to go in the wash pile. End of the Picker, Surfs lives 2 hours away from me. So is he your competition? Resale Brothers, we switched a month ago. Yeah, I switched like a week ago, and I'm like, I was getting so frustrated with Vendu. Not for anything necessarily specifically, just some really minor clunky things, but they were all adding together to just really get me distracted, get me irritated. And when I switched to Autoposher, all those things went away, and now I feel like a new breath of fresh air. I'm selling significantly more with significantly less items on Poshmark. And I have theories, but I don't want to share my theories without any research. So I have lots of theories, but it's so much, it's the user interface is so much better. Got some Levi's, excuse me. Relaxed straight leg. I think these are 559, but vintage. 3830, not the best size, but they are vintage with the paper tag from 2001. But this is a relaxed straight, so that was before they started calling them the 559. Really nice even wash. There is some distressing, but on a beautiful pair of jeans like that, the distressing can help or hurt it. Probably just as kind of neutral. So how many items am I up to now? 6 items for 28 bucks. These are the things I paid the most for. This is the best item. Some vintage Polo Jeans Company with the nice little spell out. Nice baggy style. These are $30 jeans. So I just basically paid for everything with these jeans. Then he threw in 2 freebie hats for me as well. A little Callaway hat. I really dislike selling hats, to be honest. And this vintage Carolina trucker hat. He already removed the foam, which is nice. So it's not all nasty and shedding on me. So, oh, and then it comes with the Boy Scout scarf. So what did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items for $28. So what's that? Three something per item. So honestly, if it weren't for the 2 pairs of jeans, it probably wouldn't have been that great. But those 2 pairs of jeans are, you know, I'm in the profit on just 2 pairs of jeans. So I guess I remember why I forgot about it, because it really wasn't anything too memorable. What do you guys think? How do you guys think I did? Katie says, can someone clarify, does Autoposher automatically send offers on Depop and eBay? I'm not on Depop, but it does automatically send offers on eBay, which I think has helped my conversion rate. It's already gone up 0.1% in the week that I've been using it. Because when you're sending, excuse me, sending that offer as soon as they're liking it or watching it, you're way more likely to get that sale. I get so many more accepted offers right on that immediate offer. And relists automatically too. Yeah, so every 30 days it relists your item. And I think on Poshmark and Mercari and Depop, but I'm not on those platforms. On Poshmark, that is the biggest thing that I disliked with Vendu is I had to use a different software to do my sharing on Poshmark. So I couldn't use the relisting feature on my sharing software because it would unlink the items from the Vendu software if it was working over here on this other software. And if it was working on the Vendu software, it was messing up the timeline on my sharing software. Now they're all on the same. And on Poshmark, that new listing bump, like you're so much more likely to list an item right after or sell an item right after you list it on Poshmark. I know it's supposed to be sharing, and it does default to just shared, but new listings on Poshmark sell way better, guaranteed. I don't even need the data. I just know when I list on Poshmark, I get sales. If I don't list on Poshmark, I could be sharing thousands and thousands and thousands of times a day. 6,000 times a day is what I was sharing before with no sales. 500 items or like 5 to 800 items, 6,000 shares a day, 0 sales on Poshmark. It's because I had no new listings. Now when I have the relisting, I'm selling 3-4 a day on Poshmark with 200 items. Okay, Levi's tag. On this paper tag, here's how you're going to date it. You're going to flip it over to the back. You're going to check the front button. So this is the front button, the back of it. There's a number on there. It says 378. I don't know if you can see that. You go to the line where it says 378 on the tag. Can you guys see this? Okay, 378. Right next to that, 0601. So these are from 2001. 2001 vintage jeans. 3 years old? Coming up on 23 next month. Katie says, it's a game changer. I'll wait for your link to switch from Flip. I think I have a link in the description on this video. If you get $5, excuse me, you get $5 off your first month, and I get $5. Excuse me, I'm going to mute the mic real quick. I'm still only like 80% better. I'm really struggling to get healthy right now. So thanks for bearing with me over the last couple weeks, guys. Deanna says, how do I know how old Levi's are? Picked up a handful at garage sales this weekend for $1 a piece. Hey, $1 a piece. I'm picking up almost any Levi's without a crotch hole. Blazely, he found some 98 Levi's with a brown and gold tab. What cut are they? Were they the 545 or the 540? I find those in brown. It's like, I think it's called the bronze tab. I found a pair of those new with tags actually the other day. A huge size, 48, 34, something like that. Honestly, not worth a ton. I mean, they're worth like $40, but it would be a slow seller. But I'm not going to leave new with tags vintage Levi's with super cool old tags on them. Whew. All right, let's jump into my thrift haul from this morning. If you were here on Facebook, this is my very first ever Facebook live stream. So make sure you say what's up in the chat so you can be my very first chat or very first viewer experience on Facebook. Just trying something new. Okay, today, you guys know I rarely pick up blazers, but I keep seeing people buying blazers. And then I found 3 good ones this morning. What's up with that? I'll save those for the end. Those are probably my best items. Did I put my receipt in here? I didn't. Okay, we got a Travis Matthew polo, size XL, but nice all over print. $523. I did have some discounts. So probably under $5 on that. I had $10 off for spending 60, and then I have had a $5 reward thing, so $15 off. So I think that's about $2 off per item. Blazely got the 540s for $1. Hey, I'm picking up any vintage Levi's for $1. Really, any Levi's for $1. Bobby's Kicks is here. What's up? Chauncey, how you doing? Received a Vero today for a new Ben Sherman 5-pack of t-shirts. Counterfeit, bought them at Kohl's. Have you tried contacting eBay for Business and showing them your Kohl's receipt? I would recommend trying to fight that if you can. But that's crazy. That is crazy. I've never heard anything like that. Sorry that happened to you. Deanna says these are 20 to 24 years old. That's awesome. Hey, 20-year-old Levi's. Your Levi's could be in college right now. Or they could be self-employed resellers by now. Paid about $5 for this. Collars & Co. I've had these on a few thrift hauls. They make polo shirts that have dress shirt collars. So it's people that want to like dress up for work and stuff, but don't want to actually wear a button-down shirt. Really like comfortable, performance-y, stretchy material, so I don't blame them. Paid about $5 for this as well. This is not a good brand, not a Bolo. Warning, warning, not a Bolo. Legendary Whitetails, not a Bolo. But it was new at tags, and it's size 2XLT. So for $5, I'm not going to leave this behind. It's actually a really like heavyweight, almost like a chamois flannel. So I think that in the fall, that'll still be an easy $25. Paid under $5 for this. 511 Tactical. Like a canvas shirt. Has these pockets right here so you can be prepared at any time. Conceal carry is going to be one of my keywords on that. People are bashing on 511 Tactical, and it's one of my better brands. I think that's a really like keyword heavy brand, and it's a really model and style dependent brand. So if you know the keywords and the styles and know how to find the style code and get the right title, still a good brand in my opinion. And the thrifts have stopped pricing it up from my perspective. Probably paid about $6 for these Levi's. The cut is 557. It's my first time ever finding 557. They're Y2K, relaxed boot cut, 3230, okay size. But the relaxed boot cut, I'm guessing these are going to be pretty decent. I didn't even look them up because Yumbo told me to buy the jeans that end with 7. I was talking to somebody the other night, and he said, he sent me a picture of a really cool Levi's sale and said, since you're the Levi's king, you'd appreciate this sale. And I said, Yumbo's the Levi's king and I'm his prince. I got to give it to Yumbo. He's the Levi's master. I've learned a lot from him. Okay. Last sale or last pickup before the Blazers. J. Crew 484. These are a slim fit. So I'm not sure why they sell well, but they do sell well. 484 slim. Black denim, of course. You guys know I like black denim. Size 30, 32. Really good size for J. Crew. So basically just factor stacking this. Like black denim, good cut, good size. Shout out to Kaylee Lane for the factor stacking term. Panda says some of the whitetail vests do pretty good. Not the best sell through, but 30 to 50. Yeah, I'm very thankful that my store in general has a really high sell-through rate because when I get some of those slower moving items, like I just picked up 3 blazers that all have pretty rough sell-through rates, but really good sales prices. I can kind of afford to hold on to a few of those items a little bit longer because cash flow is good right now. Chauncey says, have a pair of ripstock pants that are not moving. I think you mean ripstop, the keyword ripstop. So if you have ripstock in your title, throw in ripstop instead. That might help. If you can find them in your inventory, you can go to the inner tag and get a 5-digit style code. Let's see if this one has it. Okay, on the shirt, it's actually right here on the front. It usually starts with the number 7. This is 72157. So you can type that into Google and get the exact model name for the pants. The strike pants are the best. STRYKE. I think it's like 72770 or something like that. Those ones are really good. They have over 100% sell-through rate. All right, you guys ready for the blazers? Should I save the best for last? Is this the best one or not? Okay, we'll go from my least favorite to my favorite. $8 tag on this, so I paid about $6. Made in Italy. Good sign. I really like the pattern on this. Does anybody have a good keyword for this pattern? It like from a distance it looks herringbone, but up close it's not herringbone. Or maybe it is herringbone. I don't know. If you have a good keyword for this material, let me know. Getting into the tag here. So this is a wool blazer from Armani Collezioni. Sold at Saks Fifth Ave. Nothing too crazy on this. Probably a $40 to $50 sale if I want to sell it quick. I could list a little high because it does have the nice pattern. Nothing too crazy, but I'm trying to get those blazers, get some higher sales price items. And if you felt this, it just feels really high quality. Talking to the point of like competition and resellers at the thrift store, I met somebody at the thrift store. He recognized me from my videos, introduced himself. We started chit-chatting. We exchanged phone numbers. We became friends. We got coffee. And he actually is from Brooklyn and is really, really, really knowledgeable about like the higher end designer stuff, suits, formal wear, designer menswear, that kind of stuff. And so I was asking him some opinion on this stuff because that's kind of his expertise. And that's just one more reason to befriend your fellow resellers. You know, he doesn't sell Eddie Bauer women's vests for $30 because he's trying to find that higher dollar stuff. And so we were able to help each other out on multiple occasions. Another made in Italy. Anybody have a guess of the brand? We'll come back to this one. I'll give you a hint. If you want to guess this brand, I think this brand is more known for shoes than for blazers or clothing. That's your hint. We'll come back to it. And I think this is the best one. Seems pretty basic. Just a brown, made in USA. Surf's Up Finds is here. I was just shouting you out for the Boy Scout bolo. And he's right. It is Ferragamo. So we'll get back to the Ferragamo. So this is why I picked this one up here. Loro Piana Cashmere. Bo Johnson's here. What's up? He says Gloria Vanderbilt. You know what? I left all that for you. I left all the Gloria Vanderbilt for you. This is a Hickey Freeman Loro Piana 100% cashmere blazer. Bo's been getting into the blazers. You got to check out his channel. He's up 42% month over month, killing it. His YouTube's up 42% too. He's killing it over there. Gotta shout out my guys. Yeah, so we got a Hickey Freeman, Loro Piana, 100% cashmere blazer. The fabric is what really makes that Hickey Freeman blazer. I, probably pass on it 99% of the time, but the Loro Piana fabric with the 100% cashmere. Oh yeah, definitely grabbing that. Okay, let me see if I can find this Pharaoh tag, as Brad called it. There's your Salvatore Ferragamo. Nice little wool blazer. If anybody has a keyword for this texture, see it's kind of has the same texture as the last one. Is this like, it's almost like houndstooth. If you got a keyword for that blazer, yeah. This one is like super long. So hopefully that is going to help the value here. But I asked my friend that's more of a expert in the menswear, and he said that like $75 minimum on that Ferragamo blazer. And so I'm going to pick it up for $6, obviously. Sean's in the house. All my friends are here. I'm hanging out with my friends, Mom. Bo actually wears a lot of Gloria Vanderbilt, I've heard. I've heard that too. It's so interesting. Check out Taylor Exchange on YouTube as well. So we got Surf's Up Finds, Bo Johnson, and Taylor Exchange. There's 3 channels. Help your reselling business. But don't leave me for good. If you go over there, you got to come back. Should we do a collab with these people? I know I owe Surf's Up Finds a live stream for sure. Carrie says maybe Flecht or I'm afraid to pronounce that word. Buchel? Is that right? I don't know. Deanna says I have a dress with that pattern having the same problem. Yeah, I know that it's like some sort of upgraded material and texture because I can feel it when I'm touching it, but I genuinely don't know what to keyword it to get that sale. I asked my friend and he said that he doesn't. Oh, boucle. It's French. Thank you. Buchel. Wow. Sounded like I was reading some BKE jeans wrong. Blazely, yeah, everybody's in here. I'm surprised Yumbo's not in here on his burner trolling me. That's his pastime. So I got through my haul today. I went through the Whatnot box. The Whatnot was a lot more disappointing than I thought, to be honest. But definitely the 2 pairs of jeans, definitely going to save the day. And nice bread and butter pieces with the Ralph Lauren chaps crew neck and the Boy Scout shirt, if I can get that stain out. So I am going to get to listing today. Today's a big listing day for me on Tuesday. So I will see you guys soon. I do want to do a little bit of a tease. I've gone through and I've pulled every single men's clothing sale in my store from January 2023. So what is that, like 16 months? From the last 16 months. And I've sorted it by the amount of how many times I've sold. So just the quantity, not the sales amount, not the dollar amount, but just the pure quantity of how many items I've sold in every brand. And I think that's really interesting because it says not only what sells, but what is super available to me. So especially if you're like a Midwest reseller like me, these are probably going to be very similar brands to what you can find in your area. And then in other locations, it might vary slightly, but there's still probably going to be the brands that you can find a lot of in your area. Surf says Levi's is number 1. He guessed Polo Ralph Lauren as number 1 this morning, and I will continue the spoiler from his stream to mine. That was my number 2 brand. Levi's was not number 1. Levi's was not number 1. Panda says number 1 was George. Yeah, it's not George either. So I am going to be like working on more ways to like figure out what is actually valuable from that data and coming out with a video soon. Like I said, I've been waiting to get healthy, so I'm not like coughing into the microphone constantly. But I'm really looking forward to some of these video ideas that I have because I just genuinely found it really interesting going through all the items I've sold in the last 16 months and figuring out what the common threads and themes are. It's been really interesting for me. So I'm going to hop off here, get to listing, and I will see you guys soon. And if you're here on Facebook, make sure you leave a comment, interact with the page a little bit, because yeah, first time streaming on Facebook. So very curious to see how that turns out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take